Well, I figured I kept you guys waiting long enough. Well, just to give a little update, it's getting cray-cray out there. I heard Georgia, and this is just through the grapevine, that Georgia, there's several counties in Georgia that's destroying computer equipment, governmental equipment, election equipment. Wonder why. Could be a possibility of election fraud, tampering, etc., etc. Etc., etc. Hopefully the streams are. Oh, we got red line all the way. We just got red line. Well, my bandwidth sucks today. Don't know how much of this you're going to actually get. There goes a fucking dog. Well, I'll be fucking right back. that's the life. That's the life. That's the life of living on a farm, people. And sometimes it happens, and sometimes it don't. Well, it happens more often than not. You already see the mess of cats on the front porch. First cold snap, all the neighborhood cats show up on the front porch. Ain't that some shit? But what I was saying before we were rudely interrupted is that one seems they've been destroying evidence. That's election that's election tampering. But we shall see. Until I can get verification of it, it's neither here nor there. It's just something that a little birdie told me. I was like, ooh, interesting bit of information. It's always interesting. And I'm sorry if it's buffering like a son of a gun. It is what it is. Flip this on, so that's a little bit broad. It is what it is. Could be worse. Could be worse. But there's a lot of things going on in the world, and I don't know if anybody caught it. You probably would have had to watch the Golden State Times, because this wasn't on television or anything. It looks like we're dropping frames. If that keeps up, we're going to have to kill the broadcast. We'll have to try again later. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you have, I know. Bandwidth issues, people. Bandwidth issues. If you would like to make a donation to be able to get better news, that would be much appreciated. But, got a lot of weird stuff going on in the world. And people always ask, well, why do you pay attention to what's going on in other parts of the world? Well, if you don't pay attention to what's going on in the other parts of the world, you're not going to know what's going to happen in this part of the world. It's simple as that, people. Simple as that. You got to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, well, you're just shit dead in the water. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Like I should be. Like I should be. Oh yeah, what's this? I'm Branch Davidian running down the road. My girlfriend told me not to tell that joke, but what she don't hear won't hurt me. What she don't hear won't hurt me. Truthfully it is, and I need to edit that. I can edit on the fly. That's cool. Yeah, and temples are what we make of them, people. We are the cult of Joval. Evidently, I did half the work. Looks like my phone battery is about to die. I got 22% on that phone battery, but I got another phone that's hooked up. I guess I ought to go get it, but it is what it is, people. Yeah, that is a funny joke. People gonna boo. Boo. A lot of times we don't really understand what's going on in the world because we're not meant to understand. The media plays a big, large part in this. You know, what they show you on television, the predictive programming, etc., etc. And, all that, the predictive programming, and a lot of it is predictive programming. Well, like 99.9% of it, rounded up, is 100%. And they have stuff like logos, Bucky's, the beaver. We had a beaver moon, by the way, people. I don't know if you guys know anything about astronomy. And we're supposed to have an alignment between Saturn and Jupiter later this month. Don't know exactly when this month, but I'm not finna smoke another cigarette. Another taboo thing you're not supposed to do on YouTube. Now, I read some of it. I didn't read it all. I'll be the first one to admit I didn't read the whole kit and caboodle of in terms of service. I just know at one time I could easily, you know, you know, go live on YouTube at one time, once. And they was like, nope, you're not going to do that off your phone ever again. I don't know why, because it was a simple little party. Reminds me of a joke, but I won't tell it here because my old lady might hear it, and then she's like, "Oh no, you didn't see that, really." But there's a lot of things going on in the world. I wish I could, tell you more and more about. 2112. What is 2112? But I am a professional haunt actor, among other things. I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been security guard, a maintenance man, candy maker, trash man. One of those people you hire. I've also been one of those people you hire to pick up dead bodies off the side of the road. Car crashes, clean those up. F-150 will make a mess of a person walking down the road. You should stay off the road. F-150 sure will. Yeah, it sure will make a mess of somebody going down the road. Oh, that was a picture of me and my lady. She's my beautiful lady. She just don't know it yet. She has yet to blossom. Could be the constant rain showers. We didn't have constant rain showers today, but it sure felt like it. It did rain earlier today. Oh yeah, I meant to see the Pirate Bay. Big sky. That was and let's see, we're finna do the daily news of Roundup. The only reason I'm here doing what I'm doing on YouTube now is because Facebook has gotten really ultra sensitive about stuff on Facebook. They don't like clowns. I'm a clown. May not have the makeup on right now, but I can put it on in a couple of minutes. But I don't feel like it. And they say clowns aren't supposed to be showing their real face, but we show you our real face when we have makeup on or not. The emotion is real. Who is making a mess in there? There's something going on the porch. Superman has his fortress of solitude while I have my Joval cave. Ooh, made a mess. See, the guy behind me, that's Joval. There's a few creepy guys back there. I would show you the back line, but I would have to probably blind myself to show you the back line. Maybe you'll see it better. You see the back line behind me? That's the regular casting crew of this bullshit parade we talk about. And another thing I really want to talk about is this cheesy ass motherfucking kiss. This kiss. This is the official thing of Kiss. Does that even look like Paul Stanley? If I told you I scanned Paul Stanley's face and showed you this, would you believe me? Like I cut his face off, and this is what you get. That does not look like Paul Stanley of Kiss. I know the guy. It looks nothing like him. This is an official sanctioned Kiss product. Officially sanctioned Kiss product. And see, I thought of a joke earlier today. What was it? Oh yeah, instead of a joke, how about I tell a stupid story about when I worked as a maintenance man at a local restaurant that shall be named Jack in the Box. I was working as a maintenance man, which is basically the guy that unloads the trucks, changes trash, does all the decal work on the windows, does this, does that, and changes the grease. Well, the grease machine was full, so the manager type, she's like, we ain't got no way of being able to empty this grease into whatchamacallit. Let's put it into this plastic container and pour it into this. That way, we can change the grease. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you do that. I'm not doing it. You do it, not me. So she decided she was going to do it. So, she gets one little bucket full of grease and pours it into the little grease cart. Then she gets a second one, pours it in the grease cart. And then she gets a third one. And the side of the plastic container she was using to dump the grease melted out and poured out all over the floor and all over one of her feet. It took a second or two before the pain hit. Then she started flapping her foot around, jumping around, running around like a chicken with her head cut off. Flapping that foot around because it was so hot and so painful. And we eventually got her to her office and got her foot off. And luckily, it wasn't that bad of a burn, but it was a pretty bad burn. And I'll still laugh my ass off to this day because she thought that was a good idea. It wasn't a good idea at all. Those manager types, sometimes they have to learn the hard way that they're putting other people's lives at risk and their livelihoods at risk by telling them to do stupid things. Maybe they aren't doing the stupid things, kind of like the politicians. I say, if we're gonna have a vaccine, sure, I'll take it, but only after they take it. It's the only way. It's only fair. It's only fair. Right. It's only fair. If they take it first, I'll take it. Sure, I'll take it. Let's wait 6 weeks to a year after they take it, and then see what health effects they have. Then I'll take it. You're going to have a proof of vaccination in order to travel. But, the thing about traveling, that is nothing new. It's just another vaccination. If you are an international traveler, it's expected to you to take vaccines of the most, very virulent. If you go down to, like, South America, they want to give you, they won't give you a vaccine for malaria, or smallpox, etc., etc. It's no different, really. If you travel international, If I went to like another country, sure, I would probably get the whatever vaccines it takes to keep me from getting whatever diseases I've never come into contact with. Better cut that shit out and start whacking cats. Sure, sure, I'll take the vaccine if they take it. And let's wait about 6 months before I decide to take mine after they done took theirs. I'm gonna wait 6 months. Now I'm gonna be looking for the deadly side effects like the H1N1 vaccine. I'm gonna tell you a personal story about H1N1 vaccine. Well, my ex-wife, well, she, at 6 months pregnant, they said, "Hey, you ought to take the H1N1 shot, the flu shot, to protect you and the baby." And she said, "No, I don't think I should, but because you said so." And I told her, "No, you shouldn't do it." She didn't listen to me. Okay, she took, and this was at 6 months pregnant, 25 weeks and about 2 days is when, about 25 weeks, 24 weeks and a half into her pregnancy, she got the H1N1 shot. Within 24 hours, she had went into premature labor, and they rushed her up to Dallas. And by the time she got to Dallas, the baby was born at 25 weeks and 2 days. And we just of course I kind of figured it was something like like the shot she took. I kind of figured it was something kind of like the shot she took, the H1N1 shot, and got talking to other people that were in the whatchamacallit, in the hospital going through pretty much the same thing. The common denominator was the vaccine. That and the cold front that came in right about the same time. You're gonna be the next one to go out if I hear anybody getting in that cat food bag. You too. Better chill your eyes. Animals, you gotta love them, or hate them, but you gotta take care of them no matter what. But the common denominator of all those stories I talked to, all the different people I talked to in the hospital at the same time, going the same thing me and my ex-wife were going through with a premature pregnancy, labor and all that. It probably wasn't premature. She was like in her 30s, and it was bad. And that was like, H1N1, the beginning of Obama, when we had the epidemic of, the swine flu. Anybody remember swine flu? It's kind of funny. Yeah, they always, coronavirus, swine flu. And it's kind of funny how they always blame it on something or somebody or somehow it happened. It's kind of funny that, It's kind of funny that. It's kind of funny. And I think to myself all the time, I say, how many other stories have we not heard from then to now? And I wonder that all the time. How many stories have we not heard, because they've, HIPAA laws, and people can't come out and talk about it, and medical professionals, because of HIPAA laws, and they can't talk too much about their patients. So it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder why this has happened at times, and how and why they push an agenda. If you want a perfect example of, let me find it. I got it right here somewhere. Just gotta find it. That's cartoons. Just gotta find it. Let's see. Clown horror movie, Gargoyles. That was a good movie. Gargoyles was a good movie. Oh, OBS reconnected. Yeah, we're having difficulties when it comes. Let's see, where the fuck is it? Oh, here we go. Now, if you want to see what I mean about how they manipulate media, I got a little montage of clips. Actually, it's an hour long, but I'm not gonna play the whole fucking thing. It's more than my bandwidth is worth. But check this out.
Where's your emergency? There's a clown in my woods beside my house.
Indian River County is one more community on the nationwide list of creepy clown sightings.
I think it's a little too early for Halloween.
And this is a prime example of how they manipulate, the media manipulates, hysteria.
A prank they say could end badly very quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
A weird sighting to say the least. Deputies have received a handful of calls just this week of clowns appearing across.
And look how many different news and different stations: Fox, CNN, CNET, news. Blah blah blah. Look, this is how they, oh, that one right there, that is my old clown mask, people. That is my old clown mask. You could get those for less than $10 at Walmart. You can get those for less than $10 at Walmart.
Jumps out to scare you. For some,
that's funny. That's my old clown mask. That's my old mask I used to wear. One of them. Clown hysteria shocks local teens. Of course, they say it shocks local teens, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It don't at all.
I heard stories from my friends of how they saw a clown, and it's kind of creepy, and it's just weird. I don't get why people would do that.
People in more than
why is that
states
not
have
working?
reported seeing the creepy characters. In most cases, it's all a hoax, but it has turned serious in others. Texas State University sent this letter to students warning them someone was attacked at a housing complex by a man wearing a clown costume. In Philadelphia, police took a 13-year-old...
That was my old clown mask. See, this is how they manipulate, and this is a prime example. Clown Hysteria 2016. That's a prime example, people. It's a prime example of how they manipulate. How the media manipulates, everything that is going on. It's a prime example. I could have let that play for a whole hour. You would have eventually seen a story that comes from my area. I was like, hey, I don't know that clown. I know all the clowns around here. So that's a prime example of how they manipulate, the media manipulates a fear campaign. And that's exactly what it is. It's a fear campaign. They incite fear, and get you hyped up, and they focus on the negative and don't focus on the positive. Because case mortality rate, you got about a 99% chance of surviving it, and it's almost 100% if you're a healthy person before you contract it. And a lot of people already got exposed to the coronavirus back in 2019. A lot of us got sick in 2019, and they have a news story that I seen just the other day that pretty much states the same thing. That coronavirus was here since like middle of 2019. We're going through our second or third wave, if not fourth. So a lot of people got sick, and they couldn't shake. They thought they had the flu. It couldn't quite shake it. It stuck around for a while. So they couldn't quite shake it. And then they're like, oh damn, and then they started testing, and they say it came from China, but I'm not so sure it came from China. Yeah, that's most definitely my old clown mask. That's crazy. And you can get those clown masks at Walmart for like they had them for like $10 a piece. They had them for like $10 a piece, which is that's pretty hilarious. Ooh, I didn't realize the little logo would be right over my face. Ain't that some bullshit? I guess I need to change that setting in my settings. I'll have to move the box somewhere else. That's good to know. That is good to know. That is good to know. Did not realize that was that way. Like that. And see, that's how the media manipulates shit. They straight up manipulate things where you react with a fear-based emotion. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to react with fear. Because if you don't react with fear, well, you can't do the negative things they want you to do. Now, President Trump earlier gave a speech, and I think I mentioned it a few minutes ago, but I got sidetracked as always. President Trump gave a speech earlier today and saying this would probably be the most important speech he ever gave in his life. And basically called out fraud on everything. Mentioned the word dominion, servers, all sorts of different things. And if you people think this is going to end anytime soon, it's not. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. You're being manipulated. Sorry about that. I had to take care of a couple of things. It does happen from time to time, guys. Damn dog. I don't know what to say other than damn dog. And don't drink that water. Don't drink that damn water, you damn dog. That seems to be one of the many phrases I use on a walkabout. Which it's too cold for a walkabout. Are you wanting out, Coco? Sorry about that, guys. It does happen from time to time. Uh, even the monitoring station is like running backwards. It's got me like all glitchy. Which I guess that's kind of cool, but kind of not cool. You have to rewind it a little bit to see it all. Who knows? But you guys are being manipulated in one way or another, and the thing I've always said about the QAnon movement is it's disinformation. It's a distraction show. I'm gonna quack me a dog. Damn dogs. Guess Duchess really had to go outside. I haven't seen anything weird on my little slideshow yet, so that's a good thing. You guys are being manipulated. And both sides are being manipulated against each other. And that's what people need to realize. Both sides are being manipulated to be against each other. Because we're all one side, the human race. They want you at conflict with other people. That way they can be, they can distract you from the shit they're doing in the background. Seriously. This is not time for the evening crazies. This is not the time for the evening crazies. Frustrating at times, yes. Open widget, blah blah blah. And whoever my one, that's got to be Cindy. It's got to be Cindy watching. It's got to be Cindy. The only person I know that would watch me like concurrently for like 40 minutes is probably Cindy. My one true loyal fan of all the cult of Joval. Used to do this on Facebook, but not quite so much anymore. I wonder why. Well, because, well, we don't do it. We don't do this on Facebook anymore. You know, we just don't. And it's nothing against Facebook, but they're getting really censor oriented. And then I hear YouTube is pretty much the same thing. Twitter. What's the other platform? Hell, if I can remember. There's another platform for conservatives. People have been flocking to it. I think it's called Parler. I'm like, no. I was like, no, I'd hardly like myself, let alone other people. Well, guys, I think I'm finna pop out of here for a little bit. I might be back live. I'm finna go take a quick shower off. I did the dishes, did a couple other things. I think I'm gonna get comfy in my day clothes or my night clothes or something another like that. Then maybe come talk to you guys for a little bit longer. But I put the ish just to, to be like a signal that there's a possibility I may come back. Can come back and chat at you guys for a little bit longer. But enjoy the slideshow and all the different characters I played. It is a bunch of different pictures and things that we've called all over the last couple of years. And yes, old Mr. Joval, I actually ran for president 2020. Got to hold 3 votes, but hell, 3's better than nothing. The Holy Trinity Rush was a 3-member band. But guys, I will be back in a little bit. Maybe. I ain't guaranteeing it because I may just decide to kill the live when I get out the shower.